Welcome back, everyone. It's time to get started with our 5th match. Coming down to the ring is a former WWE Diva, now a current TNA Knockout. She is the one, the only, Mickie James. And tonight, in her farewell match, she's going up against one of her relatives, Daisy James. Daisy James has agreed to face Mickie James on one condition, that this be her final match in MWE. Besides, I invited Mickie James over to the MWE because she hasn't had a proper send-off. And what better way to say thanks to Mickie James by her having a match with Daisy James. And speaking of Daisy, here she is. Yep, Daisy is now the manager of the new MWE World Tag Team Champions, the Twilight Outlaws, because they successfully defeated the YAM, the Yokohama Asia Mob, to win those belts. So now it's just the Twilight Outlaws with the World Tag Team titles, and the YAM with the United States Tag Team titles. Yeah, they're no longer unified. But the only way they can be unified is if they face each other again, and have both their titles on the line. But let's not worry about the YAM or the Twilight Outlaws. Let's worry about this very match here, involving Mickie James and Daisy James, as Daisy puts in a collar elbow tie up and a slap across the chest. Mickie James evaded that grapple attempt, elbow to the head. Daisy James with a scoop slam, greatly executed, showing off that energy and excitement, trying to go for a nice little sig, but Mickie counters and follows it up with that flying forearm, but gets hit with that clothesline. Daisy James putting in a great effort here in this farewell match, putting in those Texas-style jabs to the chin of Mickie James. Third one sends her crashing onward to the ground. About to go for the pin, but Mickie James traps her in that pin. Referee counting it. 2. Only got 2. Close call for Mickie. Again with a flying forearm and a leg drop. Man, Mickie James is putting in some great effort here. I know right now, wait a second, Rodeo Roundup by Daisy James. And now she goes for the cover. Referee counting it. 1, 2, and only got 2. Mickie James was able to survive the Rodeo Roundup. I know right now in TNA, Mickie James is the #1 contender for the TNA Knockouts title as she gets hit with that springboard moonsault by Daisy James. Daisy setting up Mickie James. Stalling pile driver. That might do some damage to the neck for sure. Once again, Daisy going for the cover. Referee counting it. Again gets 2. Daisy is not gonna go out like this. Oh, wait a minute. Daisy James with the 2-1-4 and follows it up with a springboard senton on Mickie James. Daisy says this is all over, and now she goes for the cover. Referee counts it. 2, and that will do it, folks. Daisy James just defeated Mickie James. Man, that was a brutal yet short match. Mickie James did put in a great effort, but in the end, Daisy James was just too much. Man, coming up next is our main event, the steel cage match between Sakura Kudo and Kapenj Mabula. That'll be a great match to behold. You've done great, Mickie James. Good luck in your future endeavors in TNA.